I'm Hellena Pugh, a Marine Corps veteran and the host of your 5-Minute Salute. Today I have with me Ashley Suttle. Ashley, welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me.
So Ashley, tell me, how did you become a member of our nation's military?
I became a member of the United States Army in 2010. It was shortly after I had my first son, and I knew that I wanted more for myself and for him. And I knew that the military was that stepping stone that I needed to head in the right direction.
So now tell me about main course.
So main course was birthed from obviously being a 92 Golf in the United States Army. So I did, culinary services there, and I continued my passion after the military. I had a client who had an empty restaurant, and he asked me if I wanted to give it a try, and I said, why not? And from there, we started in 2018, and we're still here in 2023.
Excellent. So now I have seen you on Instagram. Obviously, I met you in person a few years ago at a different veterans conference. But since then, I've been seeing you on Instagram, and you've been doing so many different things with restaurants. And you host these kind of like these, I want to call them evenings out, where you do like the full course for your guests. Tell me about that.
Yes. So I have actually transitioned into the intimate chef services. Our physical location is closed in Tampa. We are going digital, so cookbooks, seasonings, and in the meantime, I am doing meal preps for people who want to do weight gain or weight loss, and also intimate chef services.
So you get a chance to kind of work with people who want more of a personalized, in-person chefing experience. If you want to bring you in, help them do the meal prep, because every time I try meal prep, it goes somewhere totally different.
Yeah, meal prep to me is one of the biggest keys to getting to your goals, because you have that time to really focus on what it is that you want and not have to really worry about what you're going to eat next. And a lot of people impulse eat, so that definitely helps. And I actually love just being able to have that intimate session with my clients now. That's how I started before the restaurant. And so I just love being able to talk to them, and I don't get to do that in the restaurant because I'm in the back.
Right. So then if someone wants to do an intimate evening with their husband or their spouse, they want to do like what they call these date nights in, they could also contact you, and you would come out and you would do. Oh, Ashley, you're speaking to me.
Absolutely. I actually had the most amazing experience. I was booked over in Clearwater. I didn't realize there were 3 chiropractors booking me, and they all kind of gave me an experience myself too. So I've never been adjusted. So that was actually really cool. Yeah, but I love it. I love it. I wish kind of that I could do both, and maybe at some point in the future I'll try to do both, but I really love the intimate chef services.
Yeah, so one of the things I hear you mentioned is that when you were in the military is where you started in culinary arts. So many people think if you go in enlisted and you have an MOS that doesn't really relate to a career, that they really can't do anything with it. But you've proven that you can have those other MOSs that maybe people don't know or don't want to have, or don't, they're at the bottom of the pole, people don't choose them, but you've taken it and made it something totally your own.
Absolutely. I would say when I joined the Army, I was not a chef. I did everything except be a chef.
Right.
I did a little cooking, growing up with my grandmother, but for the most part, that was definitely not something that I thought I would make a career. And it was one of the very first MOSs that were available when I joined, and I had no idea that it would take me this far. I have about 34 celebrity clients. And I've had 2 full-service restaurants, and so I literally took this MOS and making that shift in my life and turn it into a huge business.
Yeah, and now you're connected to all those other veteran business programs, and pretty soon we're gonna see Ashley on the shelves, baby.
Right. Absolutely. I'm actually releasing 3 digital books and a seafood seasoning line this Friday, so I'm excited about that.
That's so awesome. So now, as you were transitioning from the military into the civilian world, what we call that, is there something that you learned or experienced that you want to share with our other veterans, or something that you wish you knew prior to?
I would definitely say utilize those things that they have available for you when you get out. A lot of times we get out and we think that we have to start from scratch, and there's no support and there's no help, but there really is a lot of support. There's a lot of help. If you're getting those VA disability look into those things, there's a lot of moving parts. It's not just what you get as far as monetary, but there's a lot of support. And I say, focus on what you really want to do and just go for it. A lot of times when we get out, we're really scared, and, going from a soldier to a civilian was kind of a shock for me, but it was seamless because I just kind of went with the flow and did what I knew.
Right. Excellent. Well, Ashley, I want to thank you so much for joining us today on the 5-Minute Salute.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. This was amazing.
Oh, excellent. So now, America, I'm going to post the links in the description box below so that you can get in contact with Ashley. I'm also going to post her Instagram. I mentioned it, so I know you all are going to be looking for it. I'm going to post all of her contact information and the information, too, for her upcoming books. So we're going to ask you to render a salute of your own by liking and sharing this video. Thank you for joining us this week on the 5-Minute Salute. My name is Hellena Pugh. I am the founder of ZaharaVets Network. So I started ZaharaVets Network because as I transitioned out of the military in 2012, I was encountering so many challenges with my transition, and I realized that there really wasn't an organization that spoke definitively to the issues that impacted women veterans, but also I encountered other male veterans who were having very similar issues to which there really wasn't an answer. So I started the organization so that I can provide information for other veterans, but also put us on the path to start providing those services that weren't being offered.